I hope you are doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, consider to examine the society. You can see in this time, today's world, people only talking about the jihad. If you open social media like Facebook and YouTube, only the people who are talking about the jihad. But they don't know the exact meaning of the jihad. You know, jihad word, it is derived from the Arabic word jahada. Jahada, it is a root word of the jihad. Mean that exact meaning, the real meaning of the jihad is strive, struggle, make great effort. If you see the Islamic perspective, the meaning of the jihad is strive and struggle in the way of Allah. The meaning of the jihad, it is not limited to fight and the war. It is not limited. Some people who they do not understand the meaning of the jihad only say, if any believer say about jihad, they only think that Islam promote the jihad. But I want to say, if Islam says do jihad, you can consider, you understand the jihad meaning you fight against the illicit desires, you fight against the bad desires, you fight against the immorality, you fight against the envy, jealousy, and the negative attitude. You know that there are many kinds of jihad. If you see the jihad word, there are many kinds of jihad. Jihad bin nafs, jihad bil qalam, jihad bil lisan, jihad bil mal. The Prophet Muhammad says the greatest jihad is jihad bin nafs, struggle against the self. You know, struggle against the self. Struggle against the self mean the fight against the bad desires, fight against the lying, laziness, and the sins, and the pride, jealousy, negative attitude. Islam promote these things. The meaning, real meaning of the jihad is to controlling on self. Islam promote controlling on self and avoiding lying. The Prophet Muhammad says the greatest jihad is jihad on soul, who against to the fight against the bad desires. The real meaning. When the companions, the Prophet Muhammad when they came their house, the Prophet Muhammad says, "Oh my companion, oh my dear, you came from Jihad Akbar towards the Jihad Akbar." Companions ask, "Ya Rasulullah, what is Jihad Akbar?" The Prophet Muhammad says, "Jihad Akbar is fighting against your desires, fighting against the immorality, fighting against the laziness, fighting against those things who are propelled you toward the laziness, that things who are propelled you toward the badness, that things who are seized you to the greatness things, you fight against that things." The Prophet Muhammad promote this message. Only in this time, only if anyone says, any believer says, "I will do jihad," only think that who are promoting the jihad, who are fighting and the war. No dear, you understand the meaning of the real meaning of the jihad, you understand. Okay.